It's time for SHL News. So we just finished off Week 6. In our first game, we had the Aware facing off against Hooters Nana. Aware came into this game on a 2-game losing streak with a hard-fought loss of 5-4 to the Sukhumvit Spitfires last week. They really needed a solid game from their goaltender, Yves Gaboriault, as well as from their top points players, Devin Michael and Darren Boodle. Hooters Nana is coming off a 3-game win streak. To keep up their win streak, they need another top game from Dream between the pipes and for their top players, Steven Sproul and Paul Stoddart, to remain strong. Sadly, for Hooters Nana, they were missing some key players in Andy, Justin, Moo, Tommy, and Dream, but they did get a last-minute substitution from Gabor in the nets for them. Aware were also missing some players in Bill, Devin, Thor, Stanislav, Yeen, Champ, and Win. In the first period, Aware scored the first 2 goals of the game. The first one was an unassisted goal by Scott Whitcomb at 8:30, and the second from Seb Verdi at 7:45, which was assisted by Tan and Patrik. Hooters Nana answered back with a goal at 6 minutes by Steven, which was assisted by Law. In the second period, Aware scored 3 unanswered goals, with the first coming at 15 minutes by Tan, which was assisted by Seb and Christian. The second came at 14 minutes, with Scott getting his second of the night, which was assisted by Tan. Their third came at 9:20 by Brandon, which was assisted by Patrik. At 5:30, Hooters scored their second goal with a power play goal by La, which was assisted by Sebastian. In the third period, Corey gets a goal for the Aware at 15 minutes, with another helper from going to Patrik. At 10 minutes, Hooter answered back with a goal from Sebastian, with Law getting another assist. After that, Aware scored 3 more unanswered goals. The first goal went to Patrik at 6:30, which was assisted by Corey and Ryan. The second came from Brandon, which was assisted by Tan. The final goal of the night came another unassisted goal by Scott, giving him a hat trick. The Rolling Stone player of the game was Scott, and I got to interview him after the game. I have the Rolling Stone player of the game, Scott from the Aware. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So 9-3, what happened?
A lot of shots on goal, and they happened to go in.
I see that. So how many did you have tonight?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I got a couple, maybe. I don't know.
All right, well, thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
The second game of the night was Sport Corner Titanium versus the Sukhumvit Spitfires. Going into this game, Sport Corner Titanium wanted to make up for their loss last week against Hooters Nana. To do so, they needed a strong game from John Silkimits Sheknovsky and Yoni, and a strong game from Gabor. The Sukhumvit Spitfires really wanted to build on their overtime win against the Aware. To do that, they needed Adrian Myers to get back to putting the puck in the net, as well as a strong game from Donnie Kerfoot and Jason Kotzmeyer. To start the game, the Sukhumvit Spitfires were missing Donnie with a foot injury, as well as being without Jason, but they had strong netminder in Lance, who replaced Jason. The first goal of the game came from Sport Corner Titanium, which was an unassisted goal from Zach Garofolo at 15:30. The Sukhumvit Spitfires answered right back at 14:15 with a goal by Scott Murray, which was assisted by Garrett Howden. Sport Corner Titanium scored their second of the night with another unassisted goal, this one by Remo Nefenegar at 13:30. The Sukhumvit Spitfires answered back again with an unassisted goal from Harrison Otzmel at 10:40. The second period saw some great action from both teams, with both goaltenders Lance and Gabor remaining strong between the pipes. Sport Corner Titanium scored their third goal of the game at 14 minutes, with Silkimix deflecting a shot from Mike Wilson. The Spitfires answered back at 12 minutes with a second goal from Harrison, which was assisted by Scott, forcing an overtime period. In the overtime period, the game-winning goal comes from Remo at 2 minutes, with the assist going to Silkimits of the Sport Corner Titanium. The Rolling Stone player of the game went to Remo with his game-winning goal. I have the Rolling Stone player of the game, Remo from Sport Corner Titanium. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, what a close game, 4-3.
Yeah, it was very close, and the overtime 3-3 is always very hard to play because there's a lot of open ice here, and after playing the whole game, and so got to get a lot of shots and get close to the net easily.
And you got the game winner.
Yeah, really nice face-off by John, and then just hammered it in.
Awesome. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Did something new this week in the SHL. We decided to put a camera onto one of the refs' helmets. Here's some of the action from both games.
One D.
Going into Week 7, in our first game, we'll have Sport Corner Titanium facing off versus the Spitfires. Sport Corner Titanium will be going into this game looking to build on their overtime win against the Sukhumvit Spitfires last week. To do this, not only will Gabor need to remain strong between the pipes and Silky Mitts continue to put points on the board, but Yoni, Zach, and Remo will also need to contribute the points. The Sukhumvit Spitfires will be looking to make up for their overtime loss last week to the Sport Corner Titanium, and to do this, not only will they need to keep up their great goaltending, but they will also need strong play by their defensemen Brad, Garrett, Adrian, Ob, and Donnie. But their forwards are going to need to start putting the puck in the net more often as well. In the second game, we have the Aware versus Hooters Nana. Aware had an amazing showing last week, and they will need to keep up the strong gameplay on all fronts. Last week being Hooters Nana's first loss in 4 games, they will need to be able to shake off this crushing loss and come back strong. To do this, they will need Dream to be on top of his game next week, and they'll also need Justin, Andy, Moo, and Tommy back in the lineup. Should be some great games coming next week with the Sukhumvit Spitfires and Hooters Nana looking to bounce back from their losses, as well as Sport Corner Titanium and Ware wanting to build on their wins from this past week. That's all for now, and I'll see you at the rink.